really cool thing. Now, the testimonies of X39 are absolutely emotional and life-changing, just like it says. And I just want to share mine with you tonight because this truly, I'm here today, 3 years later, because of this technology truly changing my life. I had battled with foot discomfort for about a year. I'm a tennis player and I was playing on 5 different tennis teams. So you can imagine my feet were really taking it. But I had spent about $3,000 in the course of a year trying to fix my foot. It was day and night. It was always angry. It didn't matter. Sometimes a lot worse than others, but because I overcompensated that whole year, I limped around and I wore only 2 pair of orthotic shoes all year long that I purchased that were very expensive. And I slept in a boot every night, which was very uncomfortable. So now I've overcompensated all year long. My back hurts, my low hips, my hips, my low back. I can't sleep. I'm just finally, I'm like, I'm at my wit's end, right? Like, what do I do? And I'm out $3,000, by the way. Like, that's how much I had spent. But the very night that I learned about this, I had a conversation with my mother, and she told me that she was ready for a change of address and that that was no longer on earth because she was just so tired of living the way she was. She had taken a really bad fall back in 2017 when she was 75 years old, and she pretty much shattered from head to toe and just never really recovered. But because of the lack of mobility, she was now living on a walker and a scooter. And because of all that, the health problems had escalated. And so she was to the point where she was on 13 daily medications, plus all the ones for the discomfort in her life. And she was a mess and doing a lot of injections in both knees, the shoulder, the neck, and the back, about every 3 months. And she was just tired. And she said, most importantly, I don't want to be a burden to my children. And I just think about that because I assured her she wasn't a burden and that the world still needed her, just like I needed her, my children, my grandchildren. And I just asked her to think about the words she was saying. And about 30 minutes later, my phone rang. And it was my best friend. And she said, I just found something for your foot and for your mom. Now, she didn't know the conversation I just had with my mom, but I actually felt like it was the answer to my prayers because when I walked out of my mom's room, I simply said, Lord, help me help her. And I said, here's what I asked. How fast will it get here? I was ready. I didn't need to really hear or see any of this because one, I trusted my best friend with my life and she knew exactly what we were dealing with. So our order came in, we started patching, and on the third day, I woke up and I had zero discomfort. But here's the best thing. I slept through the night for the first time in a year. I remember saying to my husband, is that the sun? And he goes, yes. Because most mornings by about 5:30 in the morning, I had crawled into the hot tub trying to get some relief. So I'm just telling you, if you're that person right now, just know that you're grateful that somebody has shared this with you. But my biggest aha was, well, let me finish with this. I have not had any discomfort in my body since that day. That was December the 10th of 2022. And so I'm extremely passionate about this because, oh, by the way, everything started to change. My body started to let go of the inflammation. I started to lose sizes. I went from a 10-12 down to a 4. And that was a course of about 9 months. And it was just great. The gray hair started to disappear and get longer and healthier. And at the 1 year mark, I quit needing to wear glasses for distance. So I'm telling you, every day is a great day in the world of patching. But for me, it was truly my mom. It was on the 7th day. She walked through our front door unannounced without a walker. And we were like, what? My husband goes, who are you? And she goes, well, today I'm the girl that doesn't need your help. And I literally watched life come back into my mother. I mean, absolute life. And, we went to her cardiology appointment at her 4 month mark on patches. And when he walked in the room, he said, what are you doing? Start talking. And he proceeded to tell her, I've looked through your charts over the last decade, like what's going on here? I've never seen a heart improve like this. And so she shared the patches with him and he was just absolutely amazed. And the next month it was her eye doctor who said, what are you doing? Because at 81 years old, like I've never seen this. She was now 20/20 in one eye, 20/25 in the other. So I'm telling you, we watched all the changes and we began to work very closely with her doctors and they began to see amazing changes too and began to work on getting her off her medication. So we're not treating anyone of any diseases. We're not curing anybody of anything. And we're not telling you to get off your medication. Hear me right there, right now. But my mom's doctor helped her get off of all of her medications by the 9.5 month mark. And, today I look at my mom, she turned 84 years old yesterday, and it's honestly like having a 50-year-old sister to hang out with. She's fun, she's fabulous, she feels amazing, and she is living her best life. And so I love the fact that, we got to see the collagen restored too. And her doctors are kind of scratching their head again because after 2.5 years, her most recent MRI no longer shows bone on bone, which she's been that since she was in her 60s, they said. So we've really watched everything just continue to get great, and it gets better every single day. And so I love the fact that it changed our life. And honestly, I told my husband, I feel like I have a moral and social obligation to go tell the world about this because everyone has a mom, a grandmother, an aunt, an uncle, a dad, a father, a sister, a brother that they love, and they're going to want to know about this. And so we began to share it because we just felt that we were called to do that. And so I want you to know tonight you can go to thisisit.info.com. At the top, you see there it says testimonials. Click on that. There are some incredible life-changing testimonies on that site. And so you can watch those videos, you can see those. And so I love the fact that truly somebody cared enough about you, just like my best friend cared enough about me, to share this technology. And so we want to see your life change too. It really is incredible whenever you start wearing this. And like I said, though, give it time because here's the thing. My best friend that shared it with me, her aha didn't come until the third month. And so I'm so grateful that she didn't make me wait. And honestly, I don't know what life would look like if my mom would still be with me if we hadn't have been able to start when we did. So I'm very grateful and I never want to hold that back from somebody. I want to share it. So it's incredible. It is life changing. And you're going to want to check out thisitinfo.com to learn.